right, what is up, geniuses? How you doing today? My name is Eric Walsh, and on this explainer video, I am going to explain exactly what this opportunity is, how we sell on Amazon, how exactly we can make a bunch of money together in this model, and that is completely hands-off for you. So the model that we're doing is what's called Amazon FBA Wholesale, okay? So the first part of that, to explain to you so you understand exactly what this is and how it works, is FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. So that's where we have an entire product research team where we are finding just common everyday products that will just consistently sell over and over on your account. Brands that people already familiar with. Gerber baby, right? It could be diapers, it could be formula, it could be Milk-Bone dog treats, it could be kitty litter, it could be a certain storage bin or furniture item, it could be a Chewy bar or Cliff bar, literally anything under the sun. We're not necessarily passionate about every single product we're selling. We are passionate about the research that we're doing to find products where we make a ton of money. And so if you just are concerned and want to make money passively, then this is what the opportunity is about, and it is perfect for you. And so what we're doing is when we find these products, we are now buying that product in bulk from the brand itself directly, an authorized distributor, wholesaler, supplier, whatever, or an arbitrage version, retail at a sale or discounted price into an Amazon fulfillment center. And so basically what will happen is say we find kitty litter and we decide that this is a product that's hot and we want to sell it on your store. We're going to go buy this kitty litter in bulk. We're going to put it in one of our prep centers, okay? And our prep center is going to break down the kitty litter, because we might sell a 2-pack or a 6-pack or a 12-pack, whatever we believe is most advantageous, that's going to make us the most money. Our guys will break down the pallet, right? And we're gonna wrap it or bundle it, and then we're gonna barcode it with a specific barcode that we create that gets generated inside of your Amazon seller account, so that this merchandise is directly related to your store. All the funds get deposited to you, everything gets dispersed into your bank account, okay? So these items will get barcoded right there with your products on them. Once they're barcoded and prepped, that's when we're going to ship them out to an Amazon fulfillment center. Once Amazon receives them, Amazon scans those barcodes. Okay, boom, it's associated to your store. And so now they scan in that inventory. Amazon takes that merchandise, they put it on the shelf. And then when somebody comes along, right, and they're like, oh, perfect, here's my normal brand kitty litter that I want to buy. They buy it, they happen to buy it from you now, okay? That's when now the sale gets registered from your seller account. The funds are inside of your Amazon seller account. You now have that money inside of your account. Amazon does disbursements to your bank account every 14 days automatically to whatever bank account that you are going to choose, right? So now when that sale happens, Fulfillment by Amazon, their person in their warehouse goes to that shelf in the warehouse. They take that kitty litter down, they pick it, they pack it, they put it in the box, right? They tape it up and they ship it out. And so we don't have to worry about any of that fulfillment once we found these products that just sell, right? Amazon is doing all of the heavy lifting for us. We're just doing the initial bulk of the work on the hardest part of it to perfect in setting up all these accounts with these distributors, all of the brands, having our facility break everything down, repack it with your specific barcode, we palletize it, then we get it out to Amazon FBA. And you don't have to worry about any of this, okay? And so what is the goal of this, right? The goal is to be able to scale your store to doing $1,500 to $2,000 per day in revenue. So that's going to be somewhere between about $45,000 and upwards of highest $60,000 per month in revenue. And that's going to be at scale a few months from now, right? So whenever we get an Amazon account, we're going to help you, one, if you don't have an LLC already, getting that LLC set up from our onboarding, right? Once the LLC is set up, then we're going to get you approved and authorized to sell on Amazon. Once we make that happen, then I'm going to assign my team members and account managers to your Amazon store to manage the store, and we take over everything, right? So we're going to walk you up until that, and then we take over, and everything from there is all of our work. And so once we get those team members assigned to your store, Now we are going to prepare an order from these authorized distributors, right, on your behalf. This order will range based on your budget. We will get that order. My team will give me the order. I review every single order personally. So I'm going to review it, verify it, double check everything and its accuracy. Once I have approved that order, now I'm going to send it to you, go over the order, explain the order, right, what it is. Then it'll be a final approval. Here's the invoice. You'll pay for that order. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go buy it from the distributor or the arbitrage version or whatever we're doing. We're going to have it come to our center. We're going to repack it and barcode it specifically to your account. And then we're going to send it off to Amazon. It's going to sell like crazy. And all we have to do is keep the items in stock. And so whatever package it is that you're going with when you sign up from me, right? You are signing up for as many products as it takes for us to do that $45,000 to $60,000 a month in revenue as we're scaling your store up. So it might take 10 products to do those types of numbers. So that's what we're going to do. It might take 15. The market could fluctuate and now it only takes 8. So whatever it is, or we might sell one product for 6 months and then it's not as advantageous for us anymore. So we get rid of that product and we get a new product put in. And so there's just thousands and thousands of products and ideas and money out there to go around that makes all of this work so well. We just get to leverage all of our cash and credit together to really just get this well-oiled machine. For the profit margins that we make anywhere between 15 to 25% on average from the 200 plus stores that we currently manage now. That's like a good solid case study between that. And so before we scale, Amazon does what's called an incubation period for the first 90 days. So we're gonna get these products into your Amazon store, and we basically have to season the store. We have to prove to Amazon that we know what we're doing, that things are going really well. We know how to properly create listings and do all of the things that are necessary that Amazon looks for so that they trust us to represent their brand in order to scale your store. So for the first 90 days, we're gonna probably be able to go as high as $10,000 to $15,000 in revenue, right? That's within probably the first 90 days. And then once we've gotten that scaled up and we're hitting those numbers, now basically Amazon will review the account between 60 and 90 days. And then they're gonna allow us out of the incubation period. They'll raise our storage limits, right? So that we're able to get more product into their facility. And now that's gonna allow us to start to scale your store. So once month 4 comes, now we have the ability to do that $15,000, $20,000 that month in revenue, making again 15 to 25% on our money. So to give you an example as far as return on your investment and ROI, let's say for example, month 4 comes, right? We do $20,000 in revenue. Let's say we make 20% profit margin just to be right in the middle of our average. That would be $4,000 in total profit just in that 1 month, completely passive for you, okay? So then as we go forward, right, months 5, usually months 5 through 8 is now when we're scaling that store up to that 30, 40, then 50, potentially $60,000 a month in revenue that we're gonna be maintaining. And that might take a couple of products, it may take 10, 20 products, right? So again, whatever it takes for us to generate those numbers, that's what we're gonna do. So let's go up and let's just again do a lower number instead of 50 or 60,000. I always want to manage expectations, so I'm going to tell you typically, less numbers and less examples and more time on ROI so that when I beat those expectations, you're happy with me. I don't want to set the bar here and then come here and then you're like, Eric, what the heck, right? And so let's say now we're scaling your store, we're 6 months in, we're at $40,000 a month in revenue. And we'll keep that same middle number. We won't say 50K or 60K in revenue. Let's say 40, and we do 20% profit. You do the math on that. That's $8,000 in pure net profit that we make month in and month out at $40,000 if we average the 20% profit margin, right? It might fluctuate from 1 month. Let's say 1 month we do 22%, the next month we do 16%, right? Because the market's always changing and we're repricing and we have a team that handles and deals with all of this so that, again, you don't have to worry about any of it, okay? So that's the goal of the store, to consistently be doing those high volume numbers. And basically, per that case study basis, I tell everybody, ROI is within a year, always. But what I'm seeing on a consistent basis is a lot of our current clients on these stores that we manage are coming to me between months 6 and 8. And that's when they're reinvesting and they're getting a second store. And so when they get that second store, they've been saying to me, hey, Eric, I've seen enough that I need to see. It's proven now. I feel safer and more comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and get another store with you. I've almost got my money back. Or some have even gotten the money back. And some are even in the green and on the plus side around that 6 to 8 month mark, because that's when we're seeing people come in to get multiple stores, right? Because the idea with a lot of the clients is the goal is they want to be making 6 figures off of this business model, right? They want to either travel more, replace the job that they have, or quit the second job, whatever it is, you want to put your money to work for you. And so the goal of a lot of people is to get that 6-figure mark, right? And so when you crunch those numbers, you can do the math, reinvest to diversify, and have a couple of stores as we continue to grow and scale the business together, right? So that's what we're seeing for our average return on investment based on the amount of stores that we're running now. Okay, some other things that we do and some other massive benefits to this model is one, points, right? So on my onboarding, I have cards that I recommend that are great for this business model where you can maximize tons and tons and tons of reward points in the model. And so the beautiful thing about it is so let's say, for example, we go and we find that Fiji water was advantageous to sell on your account and we buy, right, $5,000 in that Fiji water, we sell out of that Fiji water on your account, right? So what happened was now when we made a 20% markup, that means now we have what, don't quote me, like $6,000 in your seller account, right? So what happens is all of the sales that we generated, so let's say that happened in a week or a 2-week period, right? We sell out of the Fiji water that we spent $5,000 on, however many units of Fiji water it was. Let's just say it's 100, right? For easy math, although that number that'd be expensive Fiji water. But let's say we sold 100 units of Fiji water that we spent $5,000 on, and we make that 20% profit margin, right? That means we have 20% above the 5,000 inside of your Amazon account, right? So we're gonna have like almost $6,000 inside of your account. Amazon deposits that $6,000 to your bank account, whatever bank account you choose that you want this money deposited to, okay? And now you have that profit. You pay your credit card off, you got your $1,000 in profit, you hold all of the profit until the end of the month. At the end of the month, my team is gonna send you a detailed, itemized Excel spreadsheet, right? And it's gonna break down every single item we sold on your account, what we sold it for, what we bought it for. Here was Amazon fees or any fees involved and deducted, right? And here's the true net profit, right? And so that's how we're doing this, right? You can just leverage your cash and or your credit in the bank to just continue to make 15 to 25% and let your money just compound and compound and compound on itself, right? So and to jump into like the why I'm even doing all of this in the first place is one, obviously I'm making money up front off of equity packages that you can choose, right? For the knowledge and expertise we've been doing this. I've been selling personally on Amazon for 8 years since 2013, and I've done every single model within the platform, right? And so you're paying for that. We're on an equity share, so we all have skin in the game. I have a vested interest in your store. My team works on commission, which is why we can handle so many accounts and scale them all, because they make a given set percentage on every single store, and that's all they know. So they're incentivized, highly incentivized to grow and scale each store the same way. I'm not over here paying people $5, $10, $25 an hour, right? These guys are making multiple 6 figures on the accounts that they're managing for me. So that's why each and every store is scaled and incentivized to grow the same way, because all of my teams and guys are on that commission basis, right? Then the other part that's just another bonus to all of this for me on the why that I wasn't necessarily thinking about when I got started was more of the networking aspect of it, right? Because being an Amazon seller and selling on Amazon could make me and enable me to be even more introverted than I already am, right? Although it might not seem that way. And so, right, I don't need to talk to anybody. So now through this model, right, partnering with people like yourselves, where we partner together on your very own store and make a bunch of money together, I've been able to then go on and a lot of my clients have presented like business opportunities or ideas with me in e-commerce, in real estate, and just other things like stocks and investments, and I'd be able to partner and go on and do other business or invest with them and help with them on other projects that are going on. And so, just the networking aspect of it alone, you can't even put a price on that, right? And so it's just really an invaluable thing. And so those are kind of the reasons to the why, so you have an understanding of why the hell we're doing this in the first place, right? We just simply want more and more Amazon seller accounts, more and more lines of credit and cash in the bank that we can continue to do to leverage, and a certain amount of people that we can network with and grow and scale into other ventures potentially, right? Depending on what is going on between myself and yourself as we partner on your store. And so you get a tremendous amount of points, right? That was the reason I was stating that. And so all of this money is just turning over and over, and you're getting all of these points on your accounts, right? And so I leverage my credit cards to, right, build those points. So when I fly and travel, that's what I like to do. I like to travel. So anytime I fly somewhere, I always fly first class, and I never pay a thing for it because of the points that I generate. So just to show you right here as an example, this is my Amex right here, not a screenshot or anything, and I have 1.2 million points, right? So not only am I making 15 to 25% on my money every month like clockwork with my stores, right? I'm also getting all of these points, and I'm flying and I'm traveling first class for free anywhere I want. If you're not a traveler, you can obviously use the points for cash back and other things, but it's just another bonus that extrapolates off of this business model, right? Another thing that we do is tax exemption, right? So we are going to get tax exemption status for you, because what that's going to do is we're going to get exempt in 40 plus states for purchasing arbitrage, right? So you buy from Amazon now, maybe you even shop on Walmart.com. What we're going to do is we're going to get you tax exempt in 40 plus states for purchasing, right? So again, forget this business model, put the business model to the side. Just this aspect of tax exemption alone that we are going to do for you is going to save you thousands and thousands of dollars just in your personal spending, depending on how much you spend, right? So like when I'm living in Florida now, when I was living in Connecticut, I have my 2 Airbnb properties up there. I have my cottage there. I furnished the entire cottage by buying on Amazon, the linens, the towels, the soaps, the blenders, the coffee pots, you name it. I bought all of those things on Amazon, but because of my Amazon selling business, I had tax exemption status. So that meant when I spent that 10, 15,000, whatever it was to furnish my cottage, I didn't pay Connecticut sales tax at 6.35%, right? So it literally saved me like over $600 in my own personal purchasing. So again, putting the business aside, just this alone in your personal spending over time can save you thousands and thousands of dollars. And so when we go the arbitrage route, maybe Walmart or Amazon has a price that's on a crazy sale, right? We go and buy all of the units that they have in stock, and we're not going to pay sales tax on them either, to continually increase our profit margin to maintain that 15 to 25% number. And then we're going to get it into our facility, barcode it with your custom barcodes for your store, send it into Amazon, it sells out. All we do is keep replenishing your inventory and cycling this over and over again. I could talk forever on this. Another bonus is the business credit that you're going to inadvertently be building because of this, right? You're going to have real money going through a real company that we help you set up. You get tax write-offs, deductions, all of that great stuff that comes with it. And so as your business grows, you can get a business credit score that is going to be building for you so that you can be approved to get other loans and go on and invest in that retail store or that nail salon or that hair salon place that you always wanted to, or invest in more Amazon stores with me, or real estate or stocks or crypto, whatever it is. And so I basically take this Amazon money, which is the lowest hanging fruit that we've spent years and years developing, right? I continue to run that up, I make that money, and then with that money, I reinvest into my business, and then I diversify into real estate and stocks and crypto and all of those things that I just explained to you. So that is the model. That is all of the bonuses that we have. This is again completely done for you, where you and I are going to become partners on this venture. We will have agreements in place because of that. It works really well because you're going to be trusting me with money up front, and then likewise all of the hard work that we're doing to make this happen and all that revenue every single day that we generate, that gets deposited to your Amazon seller account and your bank account. So then our portion of the equity, right, that we partner on, you'll be paying us at the end of each month, so that money flows both ways. Communication. We also will have a group chat that's a 24/7 line of communication. Any question, concern, need that you ever have for me or my team, we have that open line of communication in a group chat. If we ever need anything from you, right, we have that group chat for communication. Each store you have, when you diversify, when you see that this is working and you've been a guinea pig on it, right, and you get more stores, then we'll have multiple group chats for each store so that it's nice and organized. And as I'm saying that, another way we can make a lot of money for when you've been that guinea pig for everybody else and the people that are skeptical, and you were skeptical to maybe pull the trigger on this, once you've been the guinea pig and you see the results working and the actual money's coming in, I have an insane referral program as well, where you're going to get 10% of the package that people choose when they sign up. So we literally be sending out probably anywhere from like $20,000 to $40,000 a month in referrals. I could shut down Instagram, I could shut down ads, I could shut down email marketing, everything, and probably grow the business exponentially month over month, because the proof is in the pudding and this business works just in people putting other people on and referring themselves to me. And we'll make more money that way together, just in that aspect. So everybody eats. We all have skin in the game to grow and see your store scale and succeed and do well. And so if you have any further questions, please let me know, and I am looking forward to partnering with you right away.